Big open engine bay now.
Big open engine bay.
Here's our prize.
Big
Six
open
stage.
engine bay.
Here's our prize.
Big open engine bay.
It's a big
Big
engine.
open engine bay. Do this until February 1st. On January 1st, we're starting a good holiday.
Going live in 15 seconds. And let's get this switched over. Hello, everybody, and welcome into January 1st, the second live stream of January 1st, since we had a 2-hour one earlier today for the last 2 hours of the 12-hour debacle from the 31st. I'd like to welcome in everybody on YouTube. Tony Wallow was first, and Vicious says, Happy New Year to Mr. and Mrs. K. Happy New Year to you, Sin. Thank you very much. Tony Wallow attempted to give 50 memberships, but oddly enough, when I went to check, like Doug did today, Tony's was there today instantly. They are not on mine. So I'm beginning to wonder if there's a setting in my membership somewhere that might be needed to be looked at. And I kind of looked for that earlier, 10, 15 minutes ago, but that's not enough time for me to figure out what's going on.
Yeah.
Brian Lightfoot says,
You could fool me since I have an
I
antenna.
actually figured half of my OBS problem out when I reset the UI. I now have 4 columns on my scenes, and that was just an easy fix. You right click in the middle and you change it from, I think it's list to grid. When you make it grid, it expands it, and that's how I'd like it. I still don't have the virtual camera. I spent about 10 minutes looking for it as well. I'm going to dig into that a little deeper. Brian Lightfoot says, I know how to top it. Have a plan ahead of time. Yeah. What's the fun in that? Ski Man is in chat. Rick Lakes is in chat. Greg was 6th. And something like this. He was Caribbean chicken and salad. That sounds pretty good.
John Williams said
chat.
hello, Ken, and everyone here tonight.
Oh, John Long Dog is in chat. He says, okay, I be here. Well, I think you're still in California, but that's just me. I gotta move Mrs. K's Firefox over here. And I think we're good. Hello, Greg, Jeff, and Sam. Good to see you guys.
Sorry, I didn't wake up early enough to actually get back into Zoom this morning.
I didn't get up to
John
see
Williams
Doug,
said
so I
hello, Greg
understand.
Guy.
At least I got you on the phone and said hello by chat.
I saw that. Yeah, that was pretty cool. Got a lot
You guys
accomplished.
stayed up a long damn time, I tell you what.
Yeah, we did. It was a long night, early morning, however you want to label it. But I did get some things accomplished today. The fish tank is set up. I can maybe show that in a minute. It doesn't have water in it yet, but it is back where it's supposed to be. And I got the dresser in here. Hopefully I'll be able to get that thing running pretty soon. I gotta wait for a halfway decent day because I am dragging the hose in to fill that up. That'll fill it up in about 6-7 minutes, as opposed to the 5-gallon bucket thing. It's gonna take 8 buckets. I'm gonna use the hose. So, and then the 20-gallon, I'll dig it out. I got a spot for it behind the green curtain right here, and I'm gonna try to set up, when I do back to the fish channel, I'm going to try to set up 2 cameras to catch both tanks. I know, I'm really stretching it and really pushing it, but we'll see. We will see. Rick Lake says, hello, and he won't be in Zoom. He's got to be up early. Yeah, I am not hanging around tonight. As a matter of fact, before I started the stream, I went to Mrs. K and I said, go ahead and get the bed completely made. Last night, this morning, all we did is we put the fitted sheet on and a blanket. That was it, because we were tired. And it's looked pretty good, actually. So she's going to do that as soon as the stream ends. I'm going to check a couple things out, and then I'm off to bed because we've got a big day tomorrow with the grandkids. Verified this afternoon with my son and daughter-in-law, and they're scared. And I'm not scared. I'm apprehensive because we've never had the children out away from their parents, but they're 6 and 5, so I'm thinking it's going to be okay. I really am. We'll find out tomorrow.
We had our 2 older granddaughters, and this is years ago now, but in 2011, we took when older one was maybe, I don't know, she's 18 now. She was like 6, and the younger one was 4. We took them from their home in New York, clear to South Carolina, and over to Tennessee with us.
Wow. That's a good trip.
They had stayed with us previously when we all lived in Vegas.
Right.
They were used to being with Grandma and Grandpa by themselves. And while we were gone from New York, Hurricane Irene went through their little town up in the mountains and wiped out about half of it.
Oh, wow.
And the roads were out. We couldn't get them back in until the very next to last day I had vacation.
That's scary.
Yep.
You had some excitement in Vegas today, did you not?
Well, I just found out about that. And, well, I've been cooking half the day in the kitchen.
Right.
Doing stuff, making Hoppin' John and cornbread and whatever. And you may have seen on the messenger, I messaged one of my 2 nieces that live in New Orleans today. And the guy that drove the truck through and killed the people and set off the bomb and all of that shit, he set off his first bomb at an Airbnb a block from my niece's house.
Really? I didn't realize there was 2 bombs.
And they found other bombs in her neighborhood that did not go off. But he blew up the Airbnb where he was staying, apparently. And the cops have been in her neighborhood the entire day.
I'll bet. I bet they have. Hello, Jim.
Bada boom. Big bada boom.
No 12 hours tonight.
And I'm not even talking about New Orleans.
Yeah.
And then when I was having those conversations with some of my relatives about what happened to my niece, and somebody said, "Oh, you had something in Las Vegas." I said,
Right,
I don't
yeah.
know. I've been cooking all day. I haven't watched any news or anything. Then I looked at it just a while ago.
Yep.
It appears they weren't related, but of course that's not absolutely determined yet.
Exactly. Yeah.
The guy in New Orleans had something on his car that makes him look like he was at least a sympathizer of ISIS, apparently.
Apparently, yeah.
I don't know if there was actually a direct connection or not yet. The investigation is still ongoing.
You know what? I might. I just realized something here.
But,
yeah,
they...
see the fish tank.
My daughter and her husband, my niece and her husband's house was right on the edge of the search area where the cops were going through house to house today, looking for more bombs.
That probably couldn't have been a good day. Very apprehensive. So there's the fish tank. You should be able to see it a little bit better once I get the chair out of the way.
She said when the bomb went off in the Airbnb a block or 2 away, said the fire department and the cops got there right away and they can find everything, but then they searched the neighborhood and found 1 or 2 other bombs.
That's not good.
Nope.
So there's the 40-gallon back where it's supposed to be on the dresser. 20 gallons going to go behind here. I'll get that set up. Hopefully, weather permitting, next couple days.
No
Maybe.
Water yet?
Oh gosh, no.
Bring the hose in, right?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
No.
Yeah. It took me the better part of 4 hours to move the half a mattress set into the closet, into the master bedroom, bring the dresser in here, move everything around, and I still didn't get the tank brought back in. I'm going to do that maybe Friday, I believe, will be when I attempt to do that. Let's see, I think it's this one. Yeah, let's go with that one. That'll work for now.
Thank you to Sam for the little video in the Facebook homies group, Messenger. And thank you to Tony Wallow, who sent me a contribution for the new year, even though I don't have an active channel. I will pass that on to somebody who has a channel, or whatever. I guess.
Yeah, my Facebook Messenger is still not working correctly. Oh, good. T-Mobile did take my idle threat seriously. They've lowered my bill. That's amazing. Well, T-Mobile. I'm going to lose that battle most of the time.
Sin Vicious is talking about not being able to join the group. I don't know which group he's talking about.
Send me an email to the Zoom address on the screen. I thought I sent that to you, but it's a possibility I didn't. Yeah, just send me an email and I'll get the creds to you. I'm pretty sure I mailed them though, but that was a month and a half ago now, believe it or not.
He
Hello,
said,
Sean.
he said, never mind. Sean appeared out of nowhere. Yep. I out of nowhere. I'm from space. I come in whenever I want.
We need the Twilight Zone theme.
I have it, so Twilight Zone theme. We all thought I'd get dinged for that. I did not. We all thought I might get dinged last night for some of the language that was in the stream. I did not. However, part 2, add suitability. The
Really?
2 hour part 2
Okay, the part I didn't see all of yet.
was add suitability. So I've already appealed it. We'll see what happens. I didn't see anything in it when I skimmed through it. I didn't see anything there that, would warrant that. So, I don't know. I really thought maybe when with the sledgehammer deal going on with Chris and then Brian putting in kill, I figured kill it with the sledgehammer might get dinged. It didn't. Go figure.
Hey, Ken, don't get mad, but I think for 2025, we're all going to send you back to school to learn proper English.
English.
That's never going to happen, Sean.
That proves the rest of us have proper English, John. Which that presumes the rest of us have proper English, which ain't necessarily so.
I know proper English, and I generally can spell proper English, but when it comes to speaking proper English lately,
English.
I can't throw 3 words together and sound right.
When I was working, I was reasonably skilled in writing things clearly. I've never been as good at speaking.
Well, and admittedly, what do we do most of the day? We get these dumb things out and we go, "Hey, Jeff, what are you doing?" We text. It's crazy. I think I sent 15 text messages this morning. Well, this afternoon when I finally got up to wish everyone a Happy New Year. And they started answering, and she was like, "Oh, it's working now." I'm like, "No, that's on the iPhone app. That's not the Facebook Messenger app. It's still not working." So I ain't losing sleep over it, I'll tell you that.
Nope.
Greg, did you do anything today? Or was the weather not permitting you to get out? Oh, don't tell him. We can sit here and have fun with this. You're muted, Greg.
We should have just had fun with it.
I changed my furnace filter, made Caribbean chicken and a salad, and I messed up the other day. I adjusted the refrigerator part, and I turned it to almost freezing.
Oh, I hate when you do that. You turn it too far, and then the next morning you come out and your soda is frozen.
Yeah.
Your food is frozen, and then you got to throw it all away because
Yeah,
vegetables do not come out that good after being frozen.
No, they generally
Especially fresh ones. They don't come out good.
Yeah. I did get 3 confirmations that we have an appointment on January 6th for getting the furnace looked at. And believe it or not, this is weird. It's a little older than I thought. We bought it in September of 2023. I dug out some paperwork this afternoon and actually looked it up. So it's a little over a year old. It should
Let
still
me
be
tell
under
you
some
about an
warranty.
experience I had with my air conditioner last summer. I bought these two systems. I got a 10-year parts and labor warranty with it from this company. Okay, well, something went bad out in the outside part of the air conditioner. Okay, so they did not charge me for the part of putting the part in, but I did have to pay a diagnostic fee.
Right, we do too.
So the diagnostic fee is not part of the parts and labor warranty.
Right, right. Yeah, we
Now,
do
it
too.
wasn't terrible, but it was surprising. I made the false assumption that would have been covered, and it wasn't.
Yeah. I I've turned the
Basically,
furnace off 3 times today because that noise just is very loud and very constant, and I don't want it to burn out and
What is like a
cause problems.
vibration of some sort, right?
No, it's a loud shrilling sound. It's like almost like a bearing's going out or something.
Well, okay, that could be a yeah, yeah. All right.
So
Could be on the blower motor, or it could be on the, well, you don't have, because you're electric, you don't
we're
have
all
it.
right. We
Dump
are
your
all
motor.
electric. Yep.
that's the problem with these warranties. They only cover the parts. They don't cover the diagnostic fee. It doesn't cover the people coming out to look at it. Because ours had 16-year warranty on it. Uh-oh.
Well, yeah, I got a,
You need some food in there too.
yeah, the guy was here. They cover me twice a year for an inspection for 5 years. I got a year left on that now.
Well, that's a good deal.
And they found it, well, we noticed it wasn't working when he was here for the inspection. But to actually figure out which part it was, they did charge me a fee for that,
Yeah.
even though the guy was already here.
Yeah.
No, I had to call him separately. That's right. You're right.
But anyways, we get twice a year too, or my mom does, and it's free for the whole 16 years of that
Well,
unit.
Mine
So-
it was free for 5 years, 2 times a year. But after next year, for 2 units, it's $400 a year for spring and fall inspections of 2 units. I have upstairs and downstairs units,
I
both.
took 3 videos on the outside chance they get out here Monday and it miraculously stops. Then I can say, okay, here's what it was doing.
Yep.
And it's gotten progressively worse over the last month or so. So let's go from there. Natural gas. All right. Thank you, John.
Plus,
I doubt it'll all of a sudden magically get better squealing like that.
Well, you would
I'd
think
say
not.
it's the
But,
bearings in the blower motor.
well, I know when we were coming back, I shut it off last night. And when we were coming back, I was like, I'm going to turn it on so you can hear it. We were pulling in the garage, in the car, and we could hear it as we're pulling into the garage. It's that loud. So it's not any better, that's for sure. And we got bad weather moving in. Now they're saying 6 to 7 inches of snow on Sunday and 1 to 3 inches on Monday. Yay. And I'm actually putting a Da Vinci project together, and the first thing I start out with is a picture with the snow being this deep when we were in Illinois. And it's going to take me
You
a
would
day or
have to
two
use
to put
Illinois pictures.
Yeah. Get that together. I'm going to wrap this up. We are at 18 minutes, believe it or not. I'm going to stick with that for a little bit. I do have an experiment going on that I'm not going to announce until the end of February. I'm going to let it run that long before I announce it, and then I'll tell you guys what I did and what the results are. So thank you everyone on YouTube. Tony, thank you for the 50 gifted memberships. Hopefully in the morning when I check it, it shows there's an increase of 50. Right now it's sitting at 68, so if I get 50, it'll be 138, or no, 118. And I can't, not only can I not talk, I can't do simple math. Also want to thank the Zoom homies, Greg, Sam, Jeff, Jim, and Sean. Thank you guys. I will see you tomorrow on Doug's. He is doing a show tomorrow. He's got it scheduled.
Says he's going back to 6 days a week.
That's what he said. That's what he said. So, see you tomorrow on Doug's. Good night, everybody.